Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the August 19th, 2019 regular business board meeting. As there is no one here to give public comment, it is August. Everybody's taking their last holidays, hopefully. I will turn it over to Mr. Copeland.
Major highlights are that we've had a very successful summer season with our various summer programs, and our schools are up and ready as long as there's no more storms or outages, and we'll be ready to go.
I actually skipped over the minutes. I know. So, we need to approve the meeting minutes from the following Board of School Directors meetings, July 15th, regular business board, as well as accepting the August 15th facilities and purchasing. Do I have a motion? Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstain? The motion passes. And I'm going to turn it back to you for Human Resources.
Okay.
Sorry. Do you want to?
Together. Human Resources, number 7. I recommend that the board of, I can take A and B in one motion if it's all right with the board. The superintendent recommends that the Board of School Directors approves the attached Human Resources actions HR 1 through HR 4. And further, I recommend that the Board of School Directors approves the appointment of Mark Klein as the Interim Director of Elementary Education from August 19th through December 31st, 2019 at a per diem rate of $750 in the form presented to the board.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Do I have a motion to approve? Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thanks. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstain? The motion passes.
Under Student Services, I'd like to take items A through C in one motion. The administration recommends that the Board of School Directors approves the student services items as listed. Agreement for students receiving non-district educational services SS1 through SS2. The administration further recommends that the Board of School Directors approves the attached contract with Viata Home Health Care Incorporated to provide a registered nurse to the district on a substitute basis during the 2019-20 school year at a rate of $50.75 per hour. Finally, the administration recommends that the Board of School Directors approves the attached contract with American Red Cross to be an authorized provider to deliver Red Cross training courses during the 2019-20 and 2020-21 school years in the amount of $8,090.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Do you have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Thank you. Do you have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstain? The motion passes, and we're going to have a...
We need to go back. We skipped number 8, the educational services motion.
You know, it's funny. I thought that we had it, and then I thought we included it. I got confused. Okay. It's this... it's on, yeah.
My apologies. Under Educational Services, which was hiding from me, the administration recommends that the Board of School Directors approve the attached contract renewal of Edmentum Study Island for the 2019-20 school year in the amount of $10,861.56.
Okay, are there any questions? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thanks. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstained? The motion passes. So now we will go and have a report of the August 15th Facilities and Purchasing Committee meeting by Mr. Driscoll.
Thank you. We met in this room this past Thursday. We did change the order of that meeting where we began with project updates. We received an update on the new middle school. The designs are coming along. Demolition should begin very soon. The final budget for the school is being refined, and Lmsb will be before the township in September for tentative sketch for the athletic fields at 1835 County Line Road, and then for land development of the full campus at 1860 in October. We did have some emergency work as an update at Belmont Hills Elementary. During a storm, there was a power surge that blew out a transformer in the basement. Emergency repairs have already been completed that include a temporary transformer located outside of the building. A permanent transformer needs to be ordered, and the district will submit these costs for reimbursement by insurance carrier. We then discussed a contract with F. Tavani Associates not to exceed $12,000. This is an individual work order to update traffic studies and support the district through township land development process for the athletic fields at 1835 County Line Road. Contract for Wayne Moving and Storage, an increase of $45,000. The district needed to retain additional services from this vendor in order to clean out the existing buildings at 1860 before asbestos removal and demolition. The district will seek reimbursement for these costs from the prior owner. David Blackburn Associates, not to exceed $27,300, to conduct additional geotechnical studies to determine additional subsurface conditions at 1860. Element Environmental Solutions, not to exceed $3,000, conduct additional soil tests to determine if fuel leaked into the ground at 1860 from pre-existing tanks. Reviewed and recommended for approval the following district contracts. Red Cross, just approximately $8,100 to provide certification for the next 2 academic years. Bayada Home Care, $50.75 per hour. Provide nurses when needed. Typically, we use these for students enrolled at independent schools. And then the Adventum contract, $10,861.56, provides reading, diagnostics, and support for students in grades 3 through 5 using a web-based program. We reviewed and recommended for approval the list of bills. Image 360, $6,715, provide additional signs inside Harriton to provide additional direction to particular rooms and areas. Clean Fields Consulting, not to exceed $9,975, assist the district in applying for grants and tax incentives in support of the district's CNG buses. It is estimated this contract has saved the district hundreds of thousands of dollars over the past several years. List of contracted bus drivers, no cost, as required by Pennsylvania legislation. We reviewed the names of bus drivers provided to the district through third-party contracts. Kemp Technology, $10,000, the annual maintenance for the district's web load balancers. iBoss, $81,440, renewal contract for web filters, used to support the district in complying with the Children's Internet Protection Act. School Mint, Inc., $11,735, a new software product that will process students with tardy arrivals so they can be admitted to school sooner. This product will also be directly linked to PowerSchool for better records management. Optiv, $51,480, conduct an overall strategic evaluation of the district's IT network and the district's strategy, initiatives, and policies going forward to assess possible IT risks. 3Play Media, $14,100, provide closed captioning for video content, especially recorded board meetings, to make the district website more ADA compliant. Reviewed and recommend the following items from the purchase report. Camden Bag and Paper, $449,088.13, the district's annual consortium purchase of paper products such as napkins for itself and 13 other school districts. Air, Gas, and Technology, $17,358, replace the human interfaces for the 2 CNG pumps at both high schools. They've reached the end of their useful lives. North Sales Company, $14,995. This is to purchase a vertical lift to replace the existing one that has reached the end of its useful life. School Installers of Pennsylvania, $1,045.33. Manufacture and install new countertops in Gladwin to accommodate the new makerspace and maintain library services. S.G. Thomas, Inc., $55,700. Install new cellular equipment at Penn Valley as that equipment has reached the end of its useful life. GP Energy Products, $9,475 to purchase materials to replace the current exhaust pipes for the water heater at Harriton. MCPC, $5,300. Montgomery County Planning Commission, $5,302. Conduct an enrollment study again this year to monitor student enrollment growth. I believe we'll get some of those results in November-ish, I think is what the plan was. Phillips Brothers, $8,456.08. Pay for the emergency work to install a temporary transformer at Belmont Hills when a storm damaged a transformer there earlier this summer. And then the change orders. Penn Valley, an increase of $12,150. As masonry repairs have been ongoing at Penn Valley throughout the summer, it was discovered that the chimney needs additional repair works beyond what was expected. This increase is to repair the chimney to the full extent needed. A less expensive option of shortening the chimney was rejected by the Lower Merion Historic Commission, so the district, in order to complete this work now, opted for full restoration. Gladwin, an increase of $4,000, as the district's been repaving the driveway around Gladwin, an additional 2,000 square feet of pavement needs repair, and this will increase that additional square footage. And then Lower Marion High School, an increase of $26,177. This is to purchase new net posts for the refurbished tennis courts. The resurfacing of the tennis courts has taken place this past summer, changed the grading such as the old posts won't work, so new posts are needed. Also, a portion of the interior fence separating the tennis courts needed repair. That concludes our meeting. Our next meeting is September 12th in this room at 8:30.
Thank you very much.
Under business
you-
office, I'm over here. Under business office and
I'm
finance.
looking over here. I'm like, where did he go?
All right, under business office and finance, I'm going to take items B through E and item G in one motion, and then we have to do item F as a roll call. The administration recommends the Board of School Directors approve the following action items: approve list of bills, approve the financial report for July 2019, accept with pleasure pursuant to Policy 702, a TV monitor valued at $5,500 from Belmont Hills Home and School Association to Belmont Hills Elementary for the school lobby. Confirm the debt service fund transfer in the amount of $1,472,508 and the cap reserve transfer in the amount of $3 million that's set forth in the district's 2019-20 general fund budget, and declare surplus equipment as surplus property and authorize the disposition thereof.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Well, actually, before I take the vote, I just want to, on behalf of the board and the administration, thank the Belmont Hills Home and School Association for their generous gift. Do you have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? The motion passes.
The administration recommends the Board of School Directors approve the attached resolution to issue general obligation bonds, Series A of 2019, for the purpose of refunding all or a portion of the district's outstanding general obligation bonds, Series of 2013, and general obligations bonds, Series of 2014.
Can you just explain exactly what we're doing there and why?
So, PFM, who's our financial advisor, has been monitoring the financial markets, and they believe that by refunding the 2013 and 14 bonds, which roughly were about low 2% when we issued them, that the market conditions are favorable, they can refund them and save some debt service funds from refunding these at a lower rate.
Do you have a ballpark estimate of what that number might be?
They've estimated around $600,000.
Are there any other questions?
Actually, I do have one more question. Do you want to go? Just quickly. Their reason for doing it now and not waiting?
Favorable market conditions?
Right, but where they're not, looking for another rate drop.
Well, when they initially had reviewed it, they had come up with, they thought they were going to save about $400,000, and the market conditions over particularly last week or so, that's been happening in the world with China and Hong Kong, the markets have dropped substantially, which has made, like I said, $600,000. So that's why they have recommended this motion tonight, so they could move forward when the market is favorable, and they rather do it sooner rather than later.
When we first looked at this, we were looking at a possibility of $400,000, so we're
Okay, do you have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Thank you. Do you have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Roll call. Roll call vote.
Yes, thank you.
That's okay. Dr. Gilbert?
Yes.
Mrs. Robinson's not here. Mrs. Ackman?
Yes.
Mr. Driscoll?
Yes.
Misty Bonaventuro?
Yes.
Mr. Federman is not here. Mrs. Finger?
Yes.
Mrs. Pollard?
Yes.
And Mrs. Van Lynch?
Yes.
Okay, then the motion passes, and... No, I know, I'm looking for it. I'm sorry, I went back and forth.
So under facilities and operations, I'm going to take items A through P in one motion. All these items were discussed at facilities as noted in Mr. Driscoll's report. The administration recommends that school board directors approve the following action items or contracts for the food service, paper products and cleaning supplies, human machine interface display installations at the CNG stations at Lower Merion High School and Harrington High School, replacement of the vertical lift for operations department, modifications to the library maker space at Glavin Elementary, cell signal improvement at Penn Valley Elementary School, and hot water heater materials for the Harrington High School. Approve the agreement, Montgomery County Planning Commission for enrollment projections update in a fee of $5,302. Approve the proposal from Wayne Moving and Storage Company to increase the amount of the services, remove items at 1816 West Montgomery Avenue in the amount of $45,000. Approve the individual work order professional services with Clean Fuels Consulting for grant administration and preparation services for a not-to-exceed fee of $9,975. Approve the individual work order F. Tavani Associates, Inc. for professional services at 1800 Montgomery Avenue and 1835 County Line sites for not to exceed fee of $12,000. Approve the individual work order from David Blackmore Associates, Inc. for geotechnical services for not to exceed amount of $27,300. Approve the individual work order Element Environmental Solutions for services at 1860 West Montgomery Avenue for not to exceed fee of $3,000. Approve quotes from Image 360 for wall wraps, lettering, and installation at Harrington High School in the amount of $6,715 and $2,530. Approve the quote from E Plus for renewal of software subscription support warranty for Kemp devices in the amount of $10,000. Approve the quote from iBoss for Inc. for software subscription support to maintain compliance with the Children's Internet Protection Act in the amount of $81,440. Approve the master services agreement and order form with School Mint for Hero Software processing tardy arrivals in the amount of $11,703.05. That is subject to solicitor's review. Approve the quote and addendum from 3Play Media for closed captioning services in the amount of $14,100. Approve the statement of work and addendum from Optiv for review of information security program in the amount of $51,480. Approve the emergency service to restore power at Belmont Hills Elementary by Phillips Brothers for a fee of $8,456.08. Approve the list of contracted transportation service drivers and aides. Approve the change orders from Gladwin Elementary asphalt improvements in the amount of $4,000. And also approve the Penn Valley masonry facade restorations in the amount of $12,150. And the replacement of nets and interior fencing at Lower Merion High School tennis courts in the amount of $26,177.
Thank you. Are there any questions at this time?
Just one.
Sure, Deborah, go ahead.
CNG has to do with the buses, but what does it stand for?
Compressed natural gas.
Perfect, thank you.
Are there any other questions at this time? Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstain? The motion passes. At this time, we'll take public comment or questions on any agenda or non-agenda item. Are you interested in? Okay. Welcome. It's nice to have someone in the public. Mr. Roos, can you do the sunshine for me, please?
Yes, the board met in executive session tonight prior to this meeting to discuss collective bargaining and also personnel matters.
Thank you. Upcoming board meetings, as we sort of start the new school year, will be September 9th, Education Committee, and supplemental regular board meeting. September 16th, a regular business board meeting, and then we'll have our committee meetings at 8:30, curriculum on September 5th, September 6th is policy, September 12th, facilities and purchasing, and September 25th is communications. And with that, we are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
I don't think so. No. I don't.
I thought it was supposed to be an evening meeting.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, you're probably.
Yeah, okay, we'll figure it out.
Right. Okay, because the rest of them aren't on the calendar.
Communication.
Oh, okay.